Welcome to the live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach who will be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So we can see that second day of trading week, there is a few news coming up, and I will be looking at now one by one to see how the market is doing. We have seen that there is a good movement on gold and also on Gbpjpy. So I will be first of all looking at GJ, guys and girls. If you are here, then let me know how you are doing, and are you ready for another big trading day coming up. And let me know, guys and girls, if you're here. Say yes in the live chat that you are here, so that I can know that you are here, so that I can start the analysis. Give a thumbs up, guys and girls. Make the like to the upside, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Thank you, Pele, for joining. Thanks for joining the live session. Gaurav, thank you. RC, welcome. Gaurav, welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining the live session. Welcome. Aman, good evening, sir. Gaurav, good evening. Marcy, good evening. Gaurav, good evening. Pele, good morning, good evening. Dextron, hello, good morning. So let's see what we are doing at the moment. And there was a big move on GJ early today. We had a very good trade on GJ after yesterday's trade. So I'll be looking at now one by one to see overall picture in the market. First of all, we'll be starting with GJ. Now Gbpjpy, pardon me guys, if you look at Gbpjpy from the daily perspective, this is the daily bullish candle on GJ, and from the daily time frame there is a daily inverted hammer or a pin bar, and you can see that here is the daily movement so far. And from this support level on GJ, once the market opened today, we have seen that there is a bounce and it's dropping down again. We might find another entry on GJ. I will be also looking at the bigger picture, looking at the monthly chart to see overall direction in the market. So from the monthly, we can see that there is a monthly bullish impulse here. There is a huge monthly movement followed by another monthly impulse here. So with that monthly impulse, we can see that the market had a huge bounce, a big bounce followed by another monthly movement, and we can see that the price currently above this level. So it's showing potentially bullish market structure, expecting Gbpjpy to move up to create a new higher high. Now if we look at the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly time frame there is a weekly bullish engulfer followed by gap opening, a bullish candle from the weekly, and we can see that there is a long week candle from the weekly, and there was a gap opening. Currently the price initially has gone up, tested this high, and we can see that the price again coming back to the weekly support level. I've drawn the weekly support while we have drawn the daily. So this is the weekly support level here, expecting Gbpjpy from the weekly time frame and from the daily for the price to retest again the weekly low. So looking at the daily, this is the daily low, today's low also, which is in fact highly at the moment long-term bull market. So from the intraday, we can see that Gbpjpy has broken that liquidity zone here, and with that liquidity zone, the price has broken the liquidity zone, has got a rejection to the upside, and with that rejection, what we can expect on GJ is that there is a drop here, price on a very significant liquidity zone, expecting Gbpjpy to bounce back. So let's start the 15 minutes chart, where we can see that the market, there is a clean move to the liquidity zone, and early today we had a very good trade here. I will be discussing on that trade also, guys and girls, so that you can know exactly in what situation I have opened that trade. And if you look at here, this is the support level, and from that support level, this is where the liquidity is on, and in that liquidity zone, the price, this is the support level where there is a huge liquidity in that area. And what we see that in that liquidity zone, there is another liquidity zone. From that level, what we can see, the price expecting for the price to break, okay, grab liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside again to create a new higher high. So for the time being, we could see further downside on GJ if the market managed to come back below the daily low, which is the 188.94 level. We might be able to find another entry opportunity. So far we have seen this is a very significant liquidity zone. So we see that there is a bullish trend here. Price already in a very important smart money area, expecting for the price to drop down, grab the liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside to create a new higher high. So with that being said, we'll be waiting for GJ to drop down, to grab liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside to create a new higher high. So from the 15-minute chart here on GJ, we can see that this is a very significant liquidity zone. You can see there is a narrow doji here, and with the doji expecting for the price to grab liquidity and then to bounce back to the upside. And after we see significant liquidity grab, we can look for any kind of entry in that zone. So I will be waiting for a confirmation. So let's draw the levels that we can look for. This is the daily low, today's daily low. We'll be waiting for the price to retest the daily low. Okay, and this is the daily support. Okay. And we'll be waiting for the price to retest and to grab liquidity, though it has already grabbed liquidity from this level, expecting it to become a little bit of overextended. Okay, so if the price become overextended, which we could not see, even we might see potential bounce, but I will be waiting for the price to get overextended in that direction. Then we will be looking for entry opportunity on Gbpjpy. So yeah, this is what we will be doing. And in the meantime, guys and girls, let me know if you are here. Give a thumbs up. Hello, thank you very much. Good evening, good day. Hello sir, good afternoon, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, gold. Yeah, everything is good evening sir. You are going today morning sir, thank you very much. Hello, thank you. Okay, so here we see that on GJ, for the price to come back down and then to grab liquidity and then to bounce back up. This is what we are waiting on GJ in that area. So let's see how the price is doing. Okay, so this is a very important liquidity zone. I will be waiting for an entry opportunity. And in the meantime, guys and girls, if you are enjoying the live session, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. Guys and girls, don't forget to do that. It will be helpful when you just smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any question using the live chat. Thanks for the support. I see that the like is going up, which much appreciated. So GJ, we have found the level that we will be looking for potential entry opportunity on Gbpjpy. Now looking at gold, we'll go back to the gold to see how gold is doing. Let's see how gold price is evolving. In the meantime, okay, so we can see that on gold, for the price to, if we look at gold, I will be looking at in detail analysis on gold, and also we'll be looking at the news calendar to see how the price, how the news coming up later. So there is a CAD news coming up later today. We'll be also looking at the dollar CAD, so which is around an hour later, dollar CAD news coming. And with that dollar CAD news is coming up CPI, median CPI, and trim CPI. So, and also tomorrow coming up AUD. So we'll be looking at also AUD news, AUD pair, and also tomorrow coming up, which is basically, yeah, tomorrow, after tomorrow, FOMC, and also the Euro news. So let's look at gold. And as you can see, gold just trending and bouncing back to the upside as expected. The way gold is heading, I think that gold might be moving back to the resistance level. So let's see the gold, how it might be doing. Let me look at that here on, I believe that you guys can see my screen in the meantime. Let me see the display. Okay, so gold, now we'll be jumping on gold. And before I go to the gold, guys and girls, give a thumbs up again. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you're not missing out any of the evening. From Kenya, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon from Kenya. Giant, hey sir, hello. Buthin, hello. How about Euro USD? So what we can see on gold is that gold is bullish. Now if we look at overall picture, looking at the monthly chart on gold, we can see that after initial drop on gold, the market has started to drop in that level. If you look at here, so this is the support level on gold, and with that support, this is a support level, and with that support we can see that gold had a bounce. Now this is the monthly price action. If you look at the overall picture in the market, this is the monthly resistance level where there was a liquidity grab during the NFP, and then we have seen that there was a big drop here. And with that drop on gold, what we can see that the market has dropped back below this level and then has got a bounce to the upside. And with that bounce, what we can expect on gold for the price, as the market again bouncing back to the upside, it is now approaching another liquidity zone. Now if you look at the weekly chart, what we see that weekly perspective, there is a long wick candle, and during the yesterday during the Asian session, probably you guys have seen that there was a big liquidity grab, and with that liquidity grab, the market has grabbed that liquidity and then has got a bounce to the upside. And with that bounce, the price has moved to that level, expecting gold to go back to the monthly resistance level, which we could see eventually. Now from the daily, but not take it literally, anything can happen in trading with the news. If there is a news coming up that is not in favor, we might see a complete reversal as well. So make sure, guys and girls, you remain always patient and observant. Okay, so observe more and more. Observation is the key. Okay, so observation change everything. You see that when you observe rather than react is the highest virtue you can achieve. Why? You see, there are two things you will find. Probably you guys have seen that the experiment made in quantum mechanics, quantum physics, double slit experiment. So what happened? What was the double slit experiment? Is that there's a layer where there are two slits, which is called the double slit experiment. Electron was sent out into the slit and put another layer curtain on the back. So when it is observed, when it is not observed, in two situations things act completely differently. So in one situation, when you are observing, the electron act like a particle. Okay, so it's putting on the back like a tennis ball. But when it is observed, it act like a wave. So it is putting a wave pattern. Okay, so what does that mean is that when we observe, we actually changing the nature of the very thing that we observe. So when you keep observing, you start to pay attention. Where the attention goes, the energy goes. Okay, so this is the main point. Okay, so when you observe, you are giving attention, and that is where you can find the best trade possible when you give the full attention. So it's very important that you keep eye on before you react. Always observe and then respond based on that. So if you look at this is the daily chart on gold. From this support level, there is a bounce from that level today, and the way the price is heading, and I think that the market is highly likely, you could see it's going back up to the monthly resistance, and you can expect on and on most likely. So if you look at the intraday time frame, there is a good trending pattern here. We have seen there was a massive liquidity grab, and this is a typical trending uptrending market structure. Now if you look at the 10 and 20 EMA, how they separated from each other will determine that how the market has created the structure. If you look at the gold here on the 1 hour chart, where there is a double bottom formation, breakout, slow return, and we have seen another bounce to the upside on gold. Now expecting for the price, the way it is forming the structure, you can see every hour solid green candles, and the market might be going up to, with that movement, any pullback with the news, we might see that initial liquidity gap. If it drops down for a deeper liquidity gap, we'll be looking for entry. So 30 minutes, you can see that there is a pure bullish price action here, creating series of higher high and higher low. So we'll be waiting for the price to break the structure. And as you can see, this is the 1 hour candle, and all the candles are green. So this is a very high liquidity zone. This is the neckline of this reversal pattern. Resistance here, resistance here. We may see that far or may not see on the lower time frame. We will be waiting for a break of structure. So once we see that break of structure, then we can look for the price to grab liquidity, and then we can look for that entry opportunity. Let's see how the market is breaking the structure. Based on that, we will be looking for entry. Guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, give a thumbs up. Let me know that you're enjoying, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Good morning, thank you very much. Evening from Kenya, hello Turn. So how will gold be affected by news? Good morning from, okay, thank you. Gold up or down after US session? Gold is in sell, but okay, thank you very much. DXY is demand zone. Okay, thank you very much. Gold location. Ethereum 2 3K. Yep, we'll be looking at that as well. So now we found a potential level on gold. I'll go back to GJ to see. Okay, so we have seen that there is a significant candle has made on Gbpjpy from 30 minutes time frame. So basically the market is bouncing back from this level. So you could see that the price again will try to create a bullish pattern. Now if let's also quickly look at our previous trade on Gbpjpy early today. Guys and girls, confirm me on the VIP members who are here. We got profit on that was a massive one. Let me explain, guys and girls. It's very important that when so far if we look at this week, 3 trades, so along 4 trades that we have opened, and we are 3 of them are winner, 100% winner this week so far, expecting it to maintain it. This is what I tell you, guys and girls, when you are trading, you don't need a lot of trade. Okay, so this trade, all of them that you see, I also sent out as a signal, as an entry, stop loss and take profit in the VIP Telegram channel where the members are trading, because I do share all my trade. So let me explain to you, guys and girls. You have seen that in our previous trade in this live session, probably you opened as well. So let's look at this one, and then we'll see where is our next entry on GJ, so that you guys can know exactly what did I thought when I have posted that trade. So let's bring that up a little bit, and definitely you guys will enjoy it. Let's see here what. Okay, so let me see. I'll bring a screenshot here. So if we look at here on in this zone where there is this is gold, pardon me, Gbpjpy, what do we see? That 189.14, this is where I placed the pending order, and this is the stop loss here, 189.019. so we put around 13 pip, 12 pip stop loss. The trade was sent as a pending order, so I also open as a pending order. Now this is the time frame. You can see it's I think 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame. Where is the time frame? So 30 minutes time frame, that one. So if we go to the 30 minutes time frame, what do we see here? So this is the candle was forming on GJ when I have placed that pending order. So let me bring that up. So this is where this candle was forming. So in the first candle it didn't trigger, but I still hold that position for trigger. Now if you look at this market, what do you see on Gbpjpy here? So this is an impulse here, followed by a correction, impulse, correction, impulse. Now we saw that there is a deeper correction. That is where we found that potential entry. Now why did I place that pending order here? You can see that the price has exactly come to that 14, okay, in that zone, and then triggered and then bounced back up. Is because of the liquidity zone. You see, this is the candle where there is a high liquidity, and the market has crossed that liquidity zone and then bounced back to the upside. Now if you look at the 1 hour and other, this is where I'm just cross that pattern. So what do we see here is that the market has come down here. Okay, so the market dropped to that level, and after dropping to that level there is a trigger, liquidity trigger, and with that liquidity trigger the market has got a bounce to the upside, and with that bounce what we have seen that immediately has gone up, has given the TP. Now what is the advantage of placing a pending order in those area is that this is a high liquidity zone. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, and when you see that a stronger move to such a liquidity zone, you see that the market will grab the liquidity and then will bounce back to the upside as the smart money trade in that area. So let's see how we can find our next entry. And by the way, if you have opened the trade, welcome and well done. And so far we are well ahead in our progress. So guys and girls, make sure that when you open a position, you must do proper risk management. Risk management is the key to be consistently profitable as a trader. So risk management is the key. So how do you do the risk management? If you don't know the risk management, also there's a free demo trading plan that you can find in the description of this live session. So if you go to the description of this live session, you can find the free demo trading plan. You can download it, where you can find component of risk management that will be also helpful to you. You can download it, go to the description area of the video, and you can find it. So, and with that being said, looking at the GJ here on this instrument, we can see that from the 1 hour chart here, GJ, there is a drop to this level. Now if we look at, this is the 30 minutes price action, also there was a liquidity grab and then has got a bounce to the upside. From the 15-minute chart here on Gbpjpy, we can see that there is a big drop here to this level, and there's a pullback, expecting it to drop down again. This is what we have secured, and later also we had another trade. Now at the moment, let's see where is our next entry point that we can look at. You see there is a weeklies candle here at 189.06, which is also the daily support level, isn't it? 189.06, a daily support level. So from the weekly, this is also the weekly support level. From the intraday is where also an important support level. So if we look at the lower time frame, I'll be waiting for Gbpjpy to drop back again to the daily low or below this level. So if GJ drop back below, I think we might see that drop, because there is already a drop here, pullback, expecting Gbpjpy to drop down back to grab liquidity, and then after that to bounce back to the upside to create a new higher high. So let's see how the market might be doing. Okay, so we'll be waiting for that. Okay, let's find out how the market might be doing here on GJ, and as soon as you'll see proper entry, we will be jumping on that trade. How is VIP works, Butin? So VIP works in a way that if you join us using the website, where you can access the VIP signal, VIP education, all the strategies that I'm trading, and also including the trading tools that we are using. So Basant Kumar, yes, perfect entries back to back and good profit. Thank you, Basant. Yes, I enjoy your explanation. It's very clear. Thank you. No problem. You're welcome. So if you want to explore more about, guys and girls, this is the Real Trading Education, Real Trading Academy, where you can find the real trade, and this is a very a good opportunity. I have few spots left before we take membership for some time to fuel those who are already on the platform. So you can join that. You can find the link on the website. Once you're on the website, you can click join now button, and then you can join us to be part of our trading community. Let me know if you have any question. So now let's see here. If you look at the GJ from the Gbpjpy, and let me see. expecting GJ to have a downside, and then we will be looking for that entry opportunity in this instrument. Now in the meantime, let's look at where is our next entry, and then we'll be looking for next point to enter. And in the meantime, let's see that on gold, where the price is heading on gold. So if you look at the intraday time frame on gold, starting with the daily chart, we can see that from the daily time frame, this is the daily price action here. There's a big move on the daily time frame, and with that big move, the price currently heading to the daily resistance level. There is a also high liquidity zone in that level, and this is the daily bearish move, expecting for the price to go ahead and retest. So I'm doing again analysis on on gold. We can see that the price now heading to the upside, expecting for the price to drop down for a deeper pullback, and then we will be looking for another entry. Now gold for long term, which is potentially bullish at the moment, we see that the strong uptrend on gold. So if we look at the 15 minutes, also with the news coming up on CAD, we could see that the market is basically grabbing liquidity, and then we can expect for the price to give us another entry. So gold, we can see that the market currently showing very strong bullish momentum, which is a very strong bull market. We'll be waiting for a suitable entry on the lower time frame. And let's see also the CAD, how the CAD is doing. As CAD news coming up, I think that we could see significant price confirmation on CAD. If we see, then we will be entering also the trade on CAD. Okay, so let me see that dollar CAD, how dollar CAD is doing. We look at the dollar CAD here. Looking at the monthly chart on dollar CAD, we can see that from the monthly perspective on dollar CAD, there is a monthly bullish candle followed by another monthly bull candle. Now from the monthly perspective, dollar CAD is a long-term bullish market. Okay, so this is a big bull followed by another monthly bullish candle, and this is the support level on the monthly. What we see that there is a big bull followed by another monthly candle, expecting dollar CAD to retest this support and then to bounce back to the upside. If we look at the weekly chart on dollar CAD, we can see that from the weekly time frame, this is the weekly bullish candle, and there was a huge liquidity grab multiple times on dollar CAD. Now with that liquidity grab, what we see that the market is forming series of higher low in that area, and with that series of higher low formation, expecting dollar CAD to grab liquidity and then to bounce back to the upside. Because it's a long-term bull on dollar CAD, if you look at the daily also, currently the price is a little bit in sideways because of the strengthening on CAD. So let's see on the intraday time frame, as the CAD news coming, how we can expect an opportunity on dollar CAD. Now if dollar CAD is breaking any of this low to the downside, especially if it is breaking this series of higher low, then we can look for entry opportunity on dollar CAD. So we'll be waiting for dollar CAD to drop down, to break down, grab liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside on dollar CAD. So this is a you can see that there is a series of higher low on dollar CAD, and there is a doji followed by a long wick candle, which is basically a huge long wick candle on the weekly, expecting dollar CAD to come down, break that low, grab that liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside. Now looking at the daily chart on dollar CAD, we can see that from the daily, this is the daily channel here on dollar CAD, and the daily channel. okay, so which is basically expecting for the price to drop down, grab liquidity, and then to bounce back to the upside to create a new higher high. So here is what we can see on $CAD for the price to drop down to give us an entry. So if we look at this lower time frame price action, expecting $CAD to drop down, this is support here, support here, support here. So it's a long-term support on $CAD. We'll be waiting for the price to, what I think that we could see with the news on $CAD is coming down, breaking that low, and then giving us potential entry opportunity. So if the price managed to break any of these high liquidity zone, then we will be looking for entry on $CAD. Okay, so this is where we will be waiting for the price to drop down, to break the low, grab the liquidity, and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So yeah, we'll be waiting for that. So let's see how $CAD news is reacting, then we will be jumping on the trade based on that. Going back to the gold, we see some pullback, and in the meantime, guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying the live session. Before I progress further, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day, and your support is appreciated. Which can you check? Dollar yen. Thank you very much. And it's gold. Andy and is glad to be here. Thank you very much. Is glad to be here. Thank you very much, Andy. So what's your take on Euro USD? Gbp USD is bearish. Okay, so Gbp USD, I have to look at it. So let's look at the euro dollar. Okay, we'll be looking at the euro dollar because euro is also a very important pair, as there is a euro news coming. I think after tomorrow, gonna be very volatile. So we'll be looking at euro dollar as well, and then just a primary outlook so that we know exactly what the market is trying to do. But our main focus today is, as usual, the GJ and gold. Let me see the GJ. We see that some kind of big drop here. Let me see. Yeah, so we see that it's now trying to drop down for a deeper pullback. If the price is coming to this level, then we will be jumping on trade. Okay, so here is key to observe, okay, which is very important. You know, observing sometime a little bit of what I guess the boring job, isn't it? Like some jobs looks boring. Trading is also a boring job, but it's rewarding. Okay, it's much rewarding than anything. That's why another thing is that, you know, if you are a swing trader or a day trader, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of time in front of the chart only when you are learning. Okay, so I would recommend you to spend a lot of time in front of the chart when you are learning, because when you are learning, that is where you can see it very clearly, and the more time you will be spending when you are learning, the better. But when you are a real trader, like a profitable trader, then you don't need to spend a lot of time. And even if you are trading full time, then I would recommend you not to invest yourself only on trading, but, you know, do something in beside. That's the beauty of being a trader. Or you can, you know, spend your time with family, enjoy your time, because if you are let's say a swing trader, or, you know, trading on the higher time frame such as 1 hour, 4 hour, then you need 30 minutes max in a day to make more than a full-time income, guys. I'm telling you the real gist of trading, because you need to know, because if you have a decent trading account, either your own fund or a prop fund, the main thing here is to gain the skill. Okay, so once you gain that skill set, you easily can replicate that. And the best thing on trading is that there is a compounding effect always. Okay, so make sure you give the full attention on learning, and growing as a trader. So learning is the key. Focus on learning rather than making money. And the most important part on learning in trading is to learn the risk management. Okay, and developing a sound trading psychology, also very, very important. So how do you do the risk management? So the first emphasis on risk management is lot size calculation. Okay, this is the most ignored part that many traders do, but I would recommend us know the lot size calculation, or to have a lot size calculator on your platform is very important. Because if you don't have a lot size calculator on your MT4, then you can find one in your student dashboard in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Also you can find, or there's a web-based many platform that you can find lot size calculator. So the second thing that you need is a complete risk management plan, okay, which is very, very essential to be profitable as a trader. Third thing you need is a sound trading psychology, developing and then having a strategy that proven and back tested. And that is all you need to be a consistently profitable trader. From the fundamental perspective, you can keep eye on the news calendar. So even if you don't know how to analyze the data, how the data release is impacting the overall market direction, you still can be profitable by just keeping eye on that. Just make sure that you are not trading during the news time. That will be more than enough for you to keep track on that. Good to be here. Thank you. Good to be here. I'm glad to be here, coach. Thank you. Don't just watching next time. Watching next time will be in. Thank you. Do you charge for your signals? Don, the VIP group, there is a huge discount going on. You can join today. Just a couple of spots available. So if you want to join the VIP group, you can visit the website. We have a couple of spots available. So this is not only because I don't want my members to rely only on the signals, but it's a complete education strategy. All the trade that I'm opening as a signal, and also trading tool, paid indicator that normally I don't give access to outside, only for the members, because there is a reason behind it, that you need to learn the strategy to access the indicators such as this TF strategy indicator. And also you have the automated system also available for VIP members, so you can access all of them if you are our member. And membership is, I would say that nothing in comparison with the value. It's almost a free of charge. It's nothing in comparison with the value it brings. It's just to help the community, because I was trading for a long time and I have a lot of resources to give it back to the community. If you just open your mind, you can get access to all of them. And we have a very good feedback from all the members that coming up in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I really care about my trade. You see that in the last 2 days, we have opened 4 trades, right? And 3 of them winner, 1 break even. Let's do like that. You don't need a lot of trade to open. This is only in day trading. We do have our AI system. Okay, so if you are our member, you can use that AI trading tool that developed and it's doing very well with us, our members, having an incredible feedback. You can access as a VIP member. So this is one-stop area where you will be learning, growing as a trader, and also you can use my strategy, because all my strategy currently translated into an automated system where you can access all of them by being a member in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So I recommend you to do that. You can find link below this video in the description area where you can access all the trading tools, everything, as soon as you join us. There is all the information on your student dashboard where you can find all of them. So now let's look at here on GJ. We can see that the market is coming back down along with that, so we'll be waiting on that. Let me see that here on gold. Okay, so we will be looking at for the price to drop down for a deeper pullback. So gold, if you look at in that area, you see there is a, this is the weekless candle here. There is a weekless candle, back to back two weekless candle, so which is a very important liquidity zone. Let me see if we have any entry opportunity in that area. So this is a, you can see this is the 1 hour candle, which basically showing a very narrow pullback, which is a sign that gold might be breaking down in that direction. Let me see for short term, and it's a bull market. So this is where there is a 20 EMA from the 15 minutes. If you look at the 5 minutes, okay, so this is the support level, a very important liquidity zone. And if the CAD news bringing that gold down to below this level, I think we might see a spike before the news or during the news. During the news, if we see that a spike and long week candle, we will be looking for going long. Gold, you know, this is a very strong uptrending market structure. If you look at our TF strategy indicator, you'll see that the market, especially when it trend, you will find that very good direction in the market. Now this TF strategy indicator, it's the strategy that translated into a Python script available for you to use in TradingView and also MT4, and also currently this is available on an automated system, so you can access that as a VIP member. If you are our member, you can access that. You can find a link below this video in the description. Visit the website and then click join now button. So now here is what we can see, that this is where the support level for local time frame for short term. If we see the market coming down to retest, we might be able to find potential entry. Let's keep eye on GJ. Here is, we can see the market is trying to bounce back up here. Okay, so we can see the market is trying to revert from that level, and on GJ we'll be waiting for deeper liquidity grab. If the next one come down from long week candle, especially from this support here 189.06, will be a very good place for potential bullish. All right, guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying the live session. Where are you from, sir? I'm from here in Melbourne, Australia. Thank you for asking. Now every USDP are reversed here. Thank you. Euro dollar, thank you. I'm joining. Don, welcome to the board. I'm sure that you'll enjoy here. Thanks for solid advice. Really appreciated you. Remind us too much. You remind us so much every day. Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, oh my god, buy limit 2013. This code 2013 buy limit 2013 is very low. Not sure how far it will drop. If you had maybe could do something, I have to look at it. Using Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so Fibonacci, yeah, it worked when especially the trend is very strong. Levanter about euro dollar. Yeah, euro dollar will be looking at that. Sell gold now. So you want to sell gold in an uptrending market. He will go till 2019. And Gbpjpy. Okay, good morning, Mr. Teacher. Thank you. Good morning. So music blurring. So you wanna sell gold. It's a very strong uptrending market. Okay, so the news is coming. It might make gold a bit more volatile. Always look for the trade to trade in the major direction of the trend, guys. This is where you need to also focus on. You know, it's the absolute rule that one must make. So 70% of my trading decision that I make based on trend, and you'll see that majority of the retail trader trade against the trend. So you need to understand it first. So if you are trading against the trend, by default you lose money. Okay, by default, no matter what strategy you use. There is no good strategy that I found ever that will give you good profit trading against the trend. So you must first look at trend, and this is where I put the highest emphasis. Even above liquidity, above price action is the trend, because when you trade with the trend, you are going with the flow. Imagine that you are on a river where the water is flowing in one direction, and then you are rowing your boat the other direction all day long, swinging in the roundabout but not going anywhere, right? So this is very important. And you know, it's when you know how to go with the flow, you know how to navigate the obstacles also. You can find a flow everywhere, right? In the nature also there is a flow. In the universe there is a flow. See, there is also the energy flow in the universe. So if you understand how the energy flows in the universe, also you become a very good at navigating challenges, and even you can bring things very easily into life. So for example, how to go with the flow in terms of, let's say, if you look at the universal energy that you can see outside going through everywhere, how do you go with the flow of the universe? You'll see that always there is a choice is presented with us. Okay, imagine that you are going somewhere, very exotic holiday you want to go. Okay, you are dreaming for that holiday for 6 months. Now, what happened? On the way, your tire is punctured in a no man's land. Okay, in the middle of the road. So your car now stopped in the middle of the road. So it's an event, right? So how do you go with the flow of the universe? That's where you understand that you go with the flow of the universe is relax, sit back, and then think about how you can fix that tire, right? And until the roadside assistance come, you have two choices. One is to stressed out, thinking how bad the day is, who you looked at before you come. The other choice is sit down, find out if there is any book in the back, or maybe you can watch some YouTube video to improve your trading and elude yourself by thinking that this is an opportunity for you instead of, this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow instead of, a bad event. So that's how you can go with the flow rather than going against stuff. So whatever will happen, you need to create a space for you to adjust with that situation. That is going with the flow. So when you go with the flow, what will happen? And let's say what's the advantage? Big advantage, because when you know how to go with the flow, then your emotional stability will be very stronger. So let's say you will not get angry for anything at all. It's okay to be angry. I also get angry. So you don't suppress your anger. Absolutely, it's fine. But what will happen is that there are two ways you can do it. One is when that disturbed you a lot, then your immune system will get impacted. That's how everything works. So it's a big deal, right? So that's how you can go with the flow and your creativity will go higher and higher. So when you go with the flow in the market, there's a flow in the market also, okay? So if you look at the flow of the market is the trend, okay? So when you look at the trend, always trade with the trend, okay? So trade with the trend because trend is your friend, best friend, right? If you are a trader. So trade with, how do you trade with the trend? They said that buy from higher high, sell from lower low, but I don't buy from higher high, neither sell from lower low, but I buy from a local breakdown, sell from a local breakout. So let me tell you what it is so you'll exactly know. So if you go back to our Gbpjpy trade, then you'll see exactly what is mean by, okay, so GJ had a bounce from that level without taking us, no problem. We'll come back again. Sometime you will miss some trade, that's fine, but we will be entering again as soon as you'll see that. So you see that GJ here is the local breakdown. So when you see the market is trending aggressively, okay, so this is the trend in the market, right? On GJ, you see the market is forming series of higher high, higher low, which is an uptrending market structure. So in that uptrending market structure, if you look at, what do you see? The market has broken to the liquidity zone. So if you buy from higher high, also you might get stopped out at some point. In any situation, you'll get stopped out, but the high probability setup is that when you buy from a local breakdown, you are including the component of liquidity in your entry. So when you see the market is trending, wait for a break of structure and then find out if the market is in any liquidity zone. You see that, let me tell you, when we finished our live session just after the NY session yesterday, This is where also we had a massive winner. You see from here, and the market in fact bounced back from this level. This trade also I have sent out in the VIP group, and you see this is where the market has a very strong rejection from a very important liquidity zone. It's just bouncing to the upside. Good. To drink a little bit of water. So the market has bounced from that level, and we can see that it's still trending. We'll be waiting for a local breakdown, and then we'll be jumping on a trade. So here you can see the way the market is heading is we'll be waiting for 2025.55 to be tested, and then we'll be jumping on the trade as soon as we will find it. Yeah, guys and girls, so hope that you are enjoying. Morning coach, what's your analysis on CAD news at 8:30? Okay, so we'll be looking at CAD news as well. Jackson, hello coach, and everyone, thank you, hope you are enjoying. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are enjoying. Voice words could never reach. Thanks coach. Thank you for appreciation. I'm short on gold. Should I still hold my trades? You're short on gold. You're short on gold. Gold looks to me that it's still bullish, but I can't advise your trade because I don't know at what situation you have bought or what strategy is used. But I will be waiting for the price to break properly. So this is a bullish price action, still with the news we could see that bounce, but let's wait for the news to be released, and then we'll be looking to enter. I'll be again looking at dollar CAD as the CAD news coming. So AUD CAD also bullish. We'll be looking at dollar CAD as well. So we'll be waiting for dollar CAD to give us potential entry. I will be analyzing the dollar CAD before the news coming up, and in the meantime I will take only 30-second to 1 minute break, guys and girls, to have a drink and then coming back. So hope that in the meantime you guys let me know which one you are looking at. Just 30 seconds to 1 minute. So let's see. Now on Dollarcad, I'll be doing full analysis on Dollarcad to see how the market is doing. Now looking at the bigger picture on Dollarcad, we can see that from the daily time frame, from Dollarcad, we see the market today early has broken to the upside, has tested this resistance level, and after retest of this resistance on Dollarcad, the market has rejected so far. As the news coming from the day, from the within 15 minutes time frame, on within 15 minutes time, what I think the Dollarcad, this is a, if you look at here, this is a very important level of support. Okay, so if you look at that support here on Dollarcad, and with that support there is a bounce, the price is now trying to break that support. I think that we could see eventually the market coming down to break that support and coming back to this liquidity zone. If we drop that far, we might see sudden spike, then we may not see that far, but if we see that enough spike, grab liquidity, you can look for potential entry. Let's see how it is doing. It might even grab liquidity from the top, and even it might sell off later. If you look at the daily, you can see that there is a liquidity grab from the top already. So if it grab liquidity again from the top, we even could see that the market is selling off. So we'll see how it does, and based on that we will be acting. Going back to GJ again, guys and girls, so you can see that after this bounce on GJ, it's now trying to pull back again. So okay, so this is a, you can see the from the intraday time frame, after breaking that back-to-back 2 sessions low, there is a bounce, and which is a sign that GJ is preparing for another move, because this is a retest of the smart money zone. Okay, so if you look at here, yeah, this is a retest of the smart money area, which eventually could give a good move to the upside on Gbpjpy. Guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying the live session. Give a thumbs up. So sir, namaste, thank you very much. Namaste. Anyone from Kenya? Mohanji, thank you. Can you hear? What do you think gold will do in 15 minutes? Gold will do in 15 minutes. We will be looking at that. Thank you. Jackson, I don't know what language you have written. By the way, to your network, thank you. Thanks for that. Okay, so in the meantime, what's up group mama? Thank you very much. So group mama, what do you mean by what's up group mama? Okay, so all right, cool. Let's quickly look at now gold again to see. Now you can see after this candle close, it's now, we might see this trend is very strong. You can see it's a big bullish move. We'll be waiting with the CAD news for a downside spike, and if it grabs that liquidity with the spike, because CAD news also will impact a little bit on gold also, and that will be good for us for an entry. Now the zone that I'm looking at, we might see 2025.55 level retest. Okay, let's keep eye on Gbpjpy. Okay, so it's dropping down again. Now if GJ again drop back to the support level, then we will be also looking for buying opportunity. So this market currently, so if you look at the daily on GJ, already it's showing a very strong bull. So again, if it drops back again to that level, because this candle is still 40 minutes to go, if it drop back again, which is less likely to happen, but if it happens, then we will be looking for that entry on JJ. Okay guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying the live session. Give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. For the news, it's currently minus 0.3 and is forecasted 0.4. What will happen if the actual says 0.2? That's a good question. Let's look at that. Let me go to that point. So you look at the calendar and CAD. So the previous is minus 0.3, forecast is 0.4. So three of them, CPI, median CPI and trim CPI. So this one forecast is 3.6, CPI forecast is 0.4. So what will happen if the market coming, data coming less or more? So how does that actually impact the pricing? Let's look at that point first of all. See, when you look at this data release, let's discuss that point. I know that it's a very, very important question. Everyone wants to know how the data released is being impacting, or how will the price will get affected by it. Okay, first of all, how it works is that you see how the forecast is playing the role. Let's first look at that forecast. Okay? So if you look at the forecast is done almost 2 to 3 months earlier, right? Now when there is a forecast, the market plays out according to the forecast. So what does that mean? Let's say the forecast is 0.5, positive 0.5, previous is minus 0.3. So because there is a forecast of 0.5, which is, let's say, better than the previous one, this data, then the market will appreciate during that time period. It may not be, but assume that way. The market will appreciate because the forecast is positive, good for currency. Now once the data released, if the data released is 0.5, then the price is okay, because this is what forecast and this is what has been released, all good. But what if the data come out to be less? Let's say the data come out to be 0.2. Now because the data has come out to be 0.2, the forecast was 0.5, so far the movement happened is an assumption that there will be 0.5. So all the investor, all the traders traded based on that forecast. Now the market is overvalued. Sometimes spelling is quite confusing. So the market is overvalued. So because the market is overvalued, it might get a correction. Okay. So that's the main point of forecast and the actual. Now one important thing we need to understand is that, so that's why the best way is to wait for how the market is reacting. Okay, so you may not see exactly the same reflection all the time because there are many factors involved in it. Okay, so we will be discussing on later, but for the time being, to answer this question is the way it is. So how do we use this? Especially how do I use this data, news, fundamental in my trading? Well, this is a very, we do have a strategy. You'll see that it's called the news and price action trading strategy. Also one of my favorite trading strategy that I use, which really helpful to understand how the market is reacting with those news. Because this news that I used, not only me, all the professional trader use as a catalyst. So the catalyst, the event, those event bring the price to the true value where you can buy or sell again. Because the market, you will not, rarely you will find that the market in a balanced situation. There will be always, overvalued or undervalued, overvalued or undervalued, and then those news events, the market will bring in a zone where you can re-enter a good trade for long-term holding. And another important, very very important aspect that I also discussed in that strategy, news and price action trading strategy, you'll find your student dashboard, is that when there is a data release, the market gone, already moved. So you will never be able to trade that data release and then interpret it and then trade it in the direction to find some kind of profit. It's impossible, because before 24 to 48 hours earlier, you see the market will make a move for those based on those data release. That move already happened before data release, and that is where the smartest trader look at the market and use those events to find the best trade. So let's say there is euro news coming, right? There's a data coming. There will be a relationship between those news event and the price action confirmation. That's the strategy. Again, I'm repeating. Let's say there is a euro news coming up in 24 hours, 48 hours later. Euro will give you certain kind of price action that will be very high probability that because of that event, this price action has been created. Why? Because what data is coming out on euro, those who are bigger investor, they can interpret that data based on their research, because they have an advanced tool that we don't have as a retail trader. They have the very high-end information, and they use those information to predict that data release, and they buy or sell in a huge volume from a order block or from the smart money zone. That will, you can understand it from the price action confirmation, and that's the very powerful way that can be used those event for trading. Hope that makes sense. Make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and if you want to access all this education as well, you can do that. There is a complete analysis and complete guidance available on your dashboard to access all of them. So let's now see, we have 2 minutes to go for the CAD. So let's see the dollar CAD, how it is doing. We might see that if we see the weakness on CAD, I mentioned, we see that if we see the break of support, then we'll be looking for the price to give us that entry opportunity. This is support here, support here, support here, support here, support here, support. So very important level of support here on dollar CAD. It's breaking down, so we could see that with that break, if we see enough price action, we will be looking for any kind of position. If we see that dollar, gold is also to the upside, so it will impact the gold price also. You see that bounce. Okay, so you see that there is a, so gold is appreciating still as expected. And how the data came out on CAD, if you look at, so 00, which all of them indicate weaker for CAD. Now you can see that the CAD news is okay. So what happened is that the other way around. So you see that the data has come out to be negative for CAD, right? So you see that there is a, all the data came out to be negative for CAD. So how it is impacting with the dollar CAD? So dollar got weaker. That could be that now the price is grabbing liquidity again. So let's see how the market is reacting in that zone. So far it is always good idea to be observant in such situation rather than being very impatient. It will be not a good idea. So you see that gold is appreciating, so that means that dollar is getting weaker. So this is a big move on gold. This is a resistance level. If we look at the daily, see the market is just approaching the weekly and monthly resistance. So let me extend that level here for the monthly. And if we look at the weekly, it's just breaking that weekly high. The way the gold is moving, we might see that it's remaining to the upside from the daily resistance. We could see easily, we might see that easy break of the daily resistance level. We will be waiting for deeper pullback. Here is, you can see the market is just maintaining that bullish market structure. What about with the Gbpjpy? Let me go back to dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD here, so it has broken that support, and now this is a one liquidity zone. It has grabbed two, broken very important two liquidity zone, so which basically is signaling potential strengthening on dollar. If you look at the DXY, we can see that. So CAD getting most likely weaker. We see DXY is so far downside. Very interesting though. And if you look at the euro dollar, which is moving up, so if euro dollar is going up, CAD is going up, dollar CAD. So CAD is getting weakest, right? What about the WTI? It's very interesting price action. AUD CAD. So CAD got very weaker now. So dollar CAD is appreciating. That means that CAD has got weakness. Okay, so data is being reflected in the way that we discussed. So you can see that the forecast was 0.4%, and all of them, this one, so that given a big blow on CAD. And because of that, we see that even weaker DXY getting a stronger dollar CAD. Okay, so it's a big blow, and that is making that dollar CAD to the upside. So you guys probably have discussed a couple of minutes ago about how the price is impacting that, how price action is related to that level, which is very important. And you can see that how the price action is reacting to the news is what exactly we discussed, that so forecast is less than the actual is less than the forecast, so the market is now correcting to the actual level. Now if we look at, we'll keep eye again on GJ. So dollar CAD will be looking at, because dollar is showing weaker, we see that GJ and gold is moving in a bit predictable way. So okay, so gold is now coming down for a pullback. Already big move today, so we expect a deeper pullback on gold. And this is the 1 hour candle. See the support level. So when the market come to the liquidity zone, we'll know that that's gonna bounce. So you see that there is a rejection here now at the moment, and that rejection, if we look at, there is a weakless candle. So that rejection, if it is coming back to 2025 level, see here, 30 minutes, minutes. Okay, so on gold and on GJ, let's find out what's happening. So Gbpjpy has grabbed a huge liquidity here from the 4 hour bullish candle. From the, let me see here, okay, so from the 5 minutes, I think we might see now a deeper pullback on gold. So what I will do here is I will place a pending order in this liquidity zone. Just pending order means the buy limit. If it drops, then it will be triggered. Okay, so I will be placing the buy limit at this level, so which is 2025.70, and let me see that we will be placing around 15 p stop loss on that, so to this level. So it will be a buy limit, and we will be targeting 2 to 1 for this trade. Okay, so 2 to 1 reward to risk. We could see that far or could not see, but this is where we will have a high probability for taking profit. But my guys, and make sure that you are not risking everything. It's very important that you always remain in control of your trading account by doing proper risk management. Trading is all about probability. Okay, so this is where traders make money, by using proper risk management. No problem, if it doesn't trigger, we can easily change our entry or we can take another trade. So nothing to be hurry or nothing to lose. Always remain patient, focus on learning. Bigger picture is the key. Okay, so I placed a buy limit, so this will be a buy limit, and then we'll be looking at other pairs also. So buy limit on gold at 2025.705, stop loss at 2024.24, TP target at 2028.627. If it doesn't trigger, if we see that very aggressive move to the upside, no problem, we'll be rechanging the entry position again. We need it. So first let's keep that, because always trading from a very high probability level is the key to be profitable. So I'll be also placing the same trade, and also I'll be sharing in the VIP group all my trade that I share. So far we are this week, so far all trade winner. Let's keep doing like that. If you guys are on the VIP group, definitely you are enjoying. Also, I do share on the live trade on the YouTube for all of you guys and girls, for the community. If you want something more, if you want to speed up your learning and growing as a trader, then there is a couple of spots available for mentorship. You can find link below this video in the description. So all my trade, also most of my trade, not all, most of my trade I sent as a pending order on the VIP group, so that everyone have time enough to analyze and to take or not to take. Profit is at 2028.627. This trade may not trigger. We saw that a potential break, but it's just getting bounced. Now if it spike down again, then we'll get trigger. Otherwise we might not get trigger, but that's completely okay. So here is only we have 15 pip, so 14.6 pip. I want to give a little more space. If you guys having a bigger spread, then I would recommend you to put 1 or 2 pip extra on that, on the stop loss. So it's 16 pip stop loss. So buy limit on gold in that area. If we see that it just broken to the upside without taking us, then no problem, we will be revising the entry point again. So you have put that buy limit, and in the meantime, while we have placed that buy limit, we'll look for other pairs also, because it's a pending order, so you don't have to worry much. So if it plays out, make sure that you are not taking a big risk in any trade. That's the key. Now let's look at the Gbpjpy to see how the market is evolving here. GJ here, we can see that from that level. Okay, so Gbpjpy, in that zone we see that it's a bull market. Any pullback also will be looking for entry. Euro dollar has got a very strong bullish momentum at the moment on euro dollar, and Gbpcad getting very, so CAD got weaker, so we see that Gbpusd also had a huge bounce from that level, which is a big bounce on Gbpusd. So this is the Gbpusd move so far, as FOMC coming, FOMC meeting minutes, and also there is a Euro news coming, which will make all the pairs very volatile. Let's look at the dollar CAD. I think it may not go much dollar CAD because dollar is getting weaker. If you look at DXY, you can see that there is a big breakdown on DXY, and from the daily it's forming a bearish candle. From the weekly also. Okay, now this is where very important point to look at on DXY. If you look at the weekly, we see that the market is heading to that support level on DXY, and with that support, what we could see that the price is coming down, breaking that low, and then so where you can see that there is a full head and shoulder in that area, and this is the support level. Any break of that support on DXY is a very important point to look at. Either the market is getting rejection from here, or it is dropping down further to create a new lower low. So DXY is currently dropping down below this support level. So because DXY is in a downtrend, we see that it is reflecting on Aussie dollar, and also it is reflecting on gold, very strong bullish, euro dollar showing bullish, NZD USD also very strongly bullish, Gbpusd also breaking to the upside. Looking at the dollar yen, we can see that there is a downside momentum from that level because of the weakness on dollar. But dollar yen, you see that this is a long-term bull market which is coming down. Literally we could see a retest of the support, and then we might see that again bouncing back to the upside. So let's look at here on gold. Okay, so gold, what do we see in that zone? Yeah, we were waiting for, so our pending order is there. Let's see if it drops down to liquidity zone, we might need to revise that. It didn't drop, just bounce back to the upside. so we might need to readjust. If we need it, we'll do that. First of all, let's see, is trending yet? Know that the trend is the most important part in trading, guys and girls. You know that I always talk about the trend. Okay, so if the market is trending, always trade with the trend. Now for those who thought about selling gold, now you just go against the trend. You can share handle. Thank you very much. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you very much, Cameron. See you. Good afternoon. So ready Eurocad buy before the news. Not a lot. Yeah, this happens, sometime you'll see that you just exit the trade and the market will go in the direction. So that's why it is always good idea to trade with the trend. Confused, inflation was only point. Can I buy $CAD after 4-hour close of the candle? What is the trend of Euro USD? Bullish trend. I'm bullish. Okay, thank you. What do you think? I think that, which one? US30. US30, you see that there's a consolidation. So if you look at the US30 from the daily, looking at the weekly chart on US30, also the monthly, so there is a bullish price action on the monthly. From the weekly also there's a gap opening, and from the daily we can see that from the daily time frame this is a very sharp consolidation pattern, which is basically still a bull market. Now if we look at, this is the support level on US30, expecting US30 to drop down, grab the liquidity, and then to bounce back up. As it is in a consolidation, highly likely that US30 will drop below any of this important liquidity zone and then will bounce back to the upside. So if we look at the $CAD the same way, which is big bull market, and so there is a weakness on dollar. We saw that, that's why $CAD is showing that bullish momentum. Going back to gold, which is bouncing. So then from the 5 minutes there's a liquidity candle is being formed. First liquidity, second liquidity. Trading news. Good evening, coach. The setup on gold seems far away to be triggered. Would you please? No, yeah, it's far away now. Because when the market was dropping here, this is where before this candle close we placed it. Expected that the next one, if the next one dropping, it could be so fast that even you couldn't place that pending order, so you can close that pending order. It's now expired. So the reason the pending order was given is when this, you see this red candle was developing. So when this red candle was forming, the reason was placed is, this is the 5-minute chart. So the next one, if you start to drop, it could be just a matter of a minute. It could drop there, grab liquidity, and then could go back up. So you might didn't have enough time to analyze and everything. So that is why we have placed the pending order, but it got expired. Okay, so it didn't take us. No problem, we will be entering again. You can expire, you can close that pending order on gold. We will be looking for another one, no problem. That's how trading is. You have to be non-negotiable in your trading. We do have quite a few trade. Quality is more important than quantity, okay, especially in trading. That's why the JC Livermore said that money comes from sitting, not from trading. All right, so in trading, less is more. You see, we had opened so far 4 trades on our VIP group, on the day trading group. So 3 of them winner, 1 break even, or 2 3 pip this way, that way. So if you gain in a week in 3 trade 3% just in 2 days, even if we don't gain anything, we should gain further. Don't you think is enough? Of course, that's how. So over trading will take everything away. So always wait for the price to give you the location and zone where there is a liquidity, and then trade from that level. Okay, that's the key. Now GJ had a huge bounce again from that level, which is moving in that direction. So there is a bounce on GBP. Okay, GJ had got a bounce, no problem. Let's see. You know, my trading style a bit different, because all my strategy based on the smart money trading is so that I normally don't put any buy stop or sell stop. I use buy limit, sell limit. The reason is, when we use buy stop with the notion that when the candle will break that high, break that close above, then I will be buying. But if you analyze the chart, what do you see? Why don't I use the buy stop? Why do I use always a buy limit? It's because when you look at the chart, analyze the chart properly, you'll see that more often there are false breakout than the real breakout. The candle will close above just to see that the next one has come back down again. Now why do I use the buy limit? Is because when there is a local breakdown, the market is overextended against the trend, that is where I place my entry. And that's why you see that all the trade, the gold trade that we have opened yesterday in our VIP group, we close to it profit. But if you look at that trade, you see how much movement it has made from this level. This is the gold price action, and use that trade here. Okay, so this is the candle that I have traded on the 15 minutes use, and you can see from that level the market has had a big move. And today's Gbpjpy trade that we have opened, this is a big learning, guys and girls. Pay attention, this will help you really. So it's still moving in that direction, and that trade also is still moving in the profit zone. That one also used as a buy limit, and as you can see that from that liquidity zone. So if I used, let's say here, as a buy stop, if the candle close above, I will be buying just to see that it's drop back down again. It's taken out of the trade, but that's fine. If you know, there are millions of strategy, everyone use his own way of trading. If you are trading based on your strategy like buy stop, absolutely fine. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use the buy stop. Absolutely, you can use it. There are hundreds of strategies, all of them works. You need to combine the strategy with risk management, risk reward, many other factors. So for example, if you have a strategy that you use with a high probability, that also will work. Okay, no problem. Thank you for that. And let me know, guys and girls, if you're enjoying the live session, give a thumbs up. We'll look for entry on an instrument, still waiting for an entry. And if you're enjoying the live session, can you smash it? Let's make it to 100 likes, and really appreciate the support that you guys are giving. So 8 more likes to make it to 100 likes. And thanks for all the effort and support. Now GJ is going in that direction. Let me see that dollar yen. Okay, so with the strengthening, with the weakness on dollar, see the dollar yen also had a rejection here. Let's see the DXY. DXY is approaching that support level. I think that it will try to break and to create an overextended market. So because there's a 4-hour close, just I will go through um all the instrument. Just looking at all the pairs to see how the market is evolving. Okay, now what we see that from that zone the market is having a pullback. Let's see if if we need to replace that entry, how the market has closed from the 1 hour. So this is the support. Okay, so now there is a new criteria. We see that. So if we see that gold is in one go, like a big move coming to the liquidity zone, also we can look for that entry. How fast it is moving also very important to that liquidity zone. Okay, now Okay, so you could see now gold is dropping back to that liquidity zone, so we'll be placing the buy limit again, not by market, with 22 pip stop loss. So the buy limit will be at 2026.36, stop loss at 2024.24, and TP target will be taking at here TP1. If we need to extend, will be, because the price on the resistance will not be taking a big deal here, the one that we will be taking high probability. And if we need to extend some portion, we can do that. Now let me see. Okay, so we will be placing the buy limit again here on gold. It's coming very fast. So 2026.365, stop loss at 2024.240, take profit at 2029.555, and okay, so we placed a buy limit here on gold, and we'll be waiting for the price to retest and then to give us potential profit. Let's see how it goes. Waiting for the market to give us some pip here. Patience is the key. Let me see where is. Okay, so now on the 5 minutes we have seen that the drop, there is a initial liquidity grab, but is still expecting it to drop. I will be also putting that buy limit again in that zone. So trading from a high probability zone is very important. Okay guys, so we'll placing that buy limit while we see other instrument are trending, and in the meantime I'll take only 1 minute break, coming back to you guys and girls. So let me know which one you are looking at. In the meantime, let's see how the market doing. All right, guys, here we are here. Let's look at the GJ and gold. So at the moment, what we see in that area, after breaking that, again has gone back to the upside. Will be, so there is a big liquidity candle. Still, there is a very high probability that the price will back to, you see there are quite a few candle back to the upside as a bullish price action in that zone. And this support, if you look at in this move on gold, if you look at carefully, you can see there is a liquidity gap here. It's made a big move. The price, very high chance that we could see a retest of this level. Now if it doesn't, no problem, because this is where the high probability, this is where the local breakdown, and that's why become choosy in trading, that finding the trade so that I can have the high probability trade setup. Okay, so if news is still come with, thank you very much. What is your view on gold? Now it is breaking. Yeah, so still will be waiting for a confirmation. Thanks, thank you very much. Musabab, what is your view on gold? Thank you. Yeah, so we may move the buy limit to another place. 2024 could be a gold bounce. Yeah, it has not yet started. What do you think, Jackson? Which one? So we place that buy limit here, and I think that we could see a retest. If it does, this is a very good place to go long once we see the prices drop to that level. So you can see there is a good trend on euro dollar, which basically moving in that direction. So if we look at on euro dollar from the lower time frame, we can see the price has broken to the upside on euro dollar. From the daily, it's above the daily 20 EMA. From the weekly also, the market had a huge bounce, so which is the weakness on DXY is reflecting on euro dollar on the opposite direction. So with that said, we can see that gold currently yeah, so we'll be waiting for a retest, which I'm expecting gold to drop down. So our buy limit is there on gold. So almost nearly hitting that zone where there is a 15 minutes 20 EMA. Okay guys and girls, so we'll be waiting for that entry opportunity on gold. And I believe that guys and girls, you are enjoying the live session. If you are enjoying, give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every single day. So you see, whenever the price is trying to drop, there is a boost coming in the market. I will be waiting for confirmation because it's a very strong trend at the moment, and as soon as we will find, we will be entering. And as with that being said, with the progression of the NY session, I will keep watching the price action for any entry coming along the way. We did had early today, there was a trade, and also we want to enter again. And in the meantime, guys and girls, if you enjoyed this live session, don't forget to like. I believe that you learned from here something, you find value in it. If you found value, make sure you stick till with this channel by giving a thumbs up, by subscribing to the channel. Press that bell notification. And in the meantime, if you want to join us to learn the strategy that we are trading and being part of trading community, you can find a link below this video, that is Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Before I leave, if you want to join regulated broker, also our recommended broker, link in the description. Also I have given in the link in the live chat. You can use it to start trading with regulated broker. With that being said, I'll see you again trading live tomorrow twice. Today I missed the previous session due to some tasks, so we'll see you tomorrow again trading live. Until that, stay tuned, stay well, stay happy, be patient with your trade. If there is no trade, no problem, let it go. Trade will come a lot when the market will give you, and then we'll be entering. So with that said, thank you, and I'll see you guys very soon.